Let's dive into this new segment with some breaking inputs coming in from Goa. There's a big update coming in. The Congress legislature meeting took place earlier today. As we showed you that image of those 8 Goa MLAs meeting with Pramod Sawant, the CM of Goa. Now, 8 out of the total 11 Congress MLAs passed a resolution to merge the Goa Congress party into the BJP. This is the latest that we're bringing to you. It's a big breaking news on Goa. The 8 Goa MLAs have from the Congress party have passed a resolution to merge their party into the BJP. Indeed, a huge shocker for the Congress party at a time when Rahul Gandhi is currently on with his Bharat Jodo Yatra in southern India, all set to reach Kerala after spending a week in Tamil Nadu. This is going to be a huge setback for the Congress party. As we said, that the timing is very crucial of this debacle that's taken place for the Congress party in the state of Goa. And that is the image that surfaced just some minutes ago of the CM of Goa meeting those 8 MLAs who have been, as we all informed you earlier, headed by the former Goa CM Digambar Kamath and also Mr. Lobo, another crucial leader as far as Goa Congress is concerned. This is indeed going to be a huge setback. The resolution has been passed by those 8 MLAs of the Goa Congress as they held a legislature meet. And of course, the resolution has been passed to merge the Goa Congress party into the BJP. And of course, that goes on to say that the Goa Congress is currently now in shambles. Huge and several questions being posed towards the Congress party. What happens to the fate of Congress in the state of Goa, considering at the moment it is in shambles? What is going to rescue the Congress party is going to be another cause of concern. Will Rahul Gandhi go into a huddle? For more details, let's quickly go across to Pallavi Ghosh on the phone line with us. Pallavi, what should we expect now?
Well, I mean, this is, of course, a huge embarrassment and I would say also a setback for the Congress party in Goa. But this was something which was seen coming because it's not the first time where the restlessness in Goa Congress was being felt. And we were reporting on this, but it was often dismissed off by the Congress party as fake news or mere speculation. Now, what happens now is that if all of them officially join the BJP, there's just 3 Congress MLAs who are going to be left in the legislature. And also one doesn't know how long those 3 MLAs are actually going to stick around with the Congress. Now, we were talking about this earlier, if you remember. Goa particularly has been an example of where the Congress party's miscommunication between the central and the state leadership. I remember in the last electoral results also, they were waiting for a word coming in from Rahul Gandhi's office and from the central leadership to go ahead with some kind of an alliance. That communication never happened and the rest is history. BJP formed the government, came back to power. This time round, the Congress was so sure that they're going to be forming the government that it did not even go into an alliance, which meant there was a division of opposition votes. But more importantly, what I think is a more embarrassing and egg in the face moment for the Congress party, because if you remember, in the middle of the campaign, all the Congress leaders of Goa, their candidates, were actually made to swear that and take an oath that they're not going to quit the Congress party and join the BJP, but they have.
Absolutely. That pledge has been flouted. I remember this oath was administered in February, shortly before the polls, and all those, party members were taken to a dargah, to a church, even at a temple. That oath had been administered and it is actually arrived as a cropper. Having said that, are you getting to hear of any kind of reactions coming in from the veteran leaders who are currently accompanying Rahul Gandhi on the Bharat Jodo Yatra? What do you make of the timing of this entire move?
Well, none as yet, and we've been reporting on this. I mean, the Bharat Jodo Yatra is also taking place at a time when the Congress party could also do with a Jodo Yatra. It's a party which seems to be frittering away, and in state after state, you don't find the Congress party in a position of strength. The challenge for Rahul Gandhi is going to be to ensure that the organizational strength comes. The cadre is strong. They're not going to be touching Goa really as far as the Yatra goes, but this is a test case really for Rahul Gandhi's leadership, not just because of Bharat Jodo Yatra, but bang in the middle of the Congress presidential polls as well.
All right. Many thanks to you, Pallavi, for putting that story into perspective.